Hello, everyone. Welcome to our very first podcast of Just Us.
And sometimes other people.
On this podcast, you're not going to find anything important, political, nothing. This is just Bailey and I chit-chatting and talking about life. That's about it.
We got the idea from our good friends Eli and Kirsten from their podcast, Taking the Credit.
Sponsor us.
If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Actually, it really was them that inspired us to do this. We have been talking about ways to start preserving, our memories almost and our stories for, our children when we eventually have them. And, also we wanted to find a new way to keep in touch with our family and our friends that we left behind when we moved to South Carolina from Michigan. So we're hoping that this will help.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we do miss our family. Shout out to the family.
To all of the family.
Sponsor us.
Send us your money.
Right. So yeah, this is where we're at. We're in South Carolina. Today was a good day. It was very sunny outside, 72 degrees, give or take a few degrees.
I feel like today was like one of the first days when it actually felt like fall outside.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
It was nice though. I mean, we got to enjoy some of it, even though we wasted the first half of our day and not doing anything. However, we did go to the store, got some things, and did some yard work, took care of the yard, so that was good.
Yep, took care of the yard. Spent an hour or so getting this set up and ready to go.
Yeah.
It's okay. For episode 1. It's okay. What were you gonna say?
I don't know.
Okay. We've been since we've moved into the house, we haven't really done a whole lot of big projects. We got our bathroom redone, which was like my number one thing, my number one rule. Once we got into the home, I was like, the number one thing I want to do is redo our shower in our bathroom. And it turned out amazing.
Yeah, you got your wish. Everything you wanted in that.
Yeah. The only thing I didn't get was my pool.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But that's okay.
So,
past time for a pool anyways, I feel like. So
now we just need to get a hot tub.
Yeah, we can get a hot tub. We can build a hot tub. We can get one. We just need a little bit of money first. So sponsor us.
We need about $4,000. So. Just saying.
Now, if you send us money, we're not going to buy a hot tub unless you specifically say.
Don't send us money.
This is for a hot tub. So, as far as house goals go, what would you say your next? Have you when you walk around the house, have you noticed anything that you're like, I want this to be a project one day?
What's funny about that is actually this morning when I got out of bed, I went to the bathroom. Whatever, graphic, right? And I was thinking to myself how little that bathroom is upstairs in our bathroom.
Oh, how it's got a private, like separate toilet room.
And I thought to myself, man, we've been talking about putting shelving in here since we moved in. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking, I remember seeing something recently where this guy had built kind of like its own, like behind the toilet, standalone shelf, but he built it and it looked really easy. And I thought, man, maybe I should just put my hand at that and maybe try to build you one of those. And
that would be pretty cool.
Stain it and put it in there, and you have all kinds of shelving and like that.
So you mean kind of like the stands that we already have, but just out of wood or something? Okay.
Yeah, just out of wood.
Yeah, that would be really cool. So it wouldn't have to be this thick piece,
right.
4 by whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, it'd just be 2x4s.
I don't know wood, so okay. Stop. Man. Anyways. moving on. I actually am kind of surprised that that's not at all what I expected you were going to say as far as the next project. I thought you were going to say something about like the garage and getting like a workbench in there, kind of like we had at the old house and like more shelving and stuff. Yeah, I really thought either the garage or I thought you were going to say something about the yard.
Well, yeah. I mean, those are all projects that I want to do.
Yeah.
The workbench is probably lower on the totem pole, but the yard is a disaster.
Yeah, when we moved in, the backyard was, I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it's certain there was good grass back there.
Yeah.
We knew that based on, where we live in the area, the type of grass was going to be sensitive, but we didn't think that it was going to die
Right.
like so quickly.
Yeah.
I do think that the dogs had a lot to do with it, though.
I agree. But I also think that I really do think that Sunday thing had a share in that.
Yeah, probably.
I feel like when you were talking about the chemicals and stuff like that were mixed in, I feel like they didn't.
Well, they aren't really chemicals that are, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, it's natural stuff, iron and stuff like that, just going into the soil.
But I also wonder if maybe it was just the wrong, like they assumed based on the test, like before they even got the test, they assumed based on the area that we're located in, what type of grass was supposed to be here.
Sure.
So we did our soil test, and I think
it results came back,
but I don't remember.
They did.
It did, but it didn't say it was changing anything in our plan. So
yeah.
I don't know.
I think personally, I feel like the Sunday program is, part of me wants to say it's a sham, because I feel like they have you do the soil sample test, send it in, and then they give you the results back, and they just throw out a bunch of numbers and compounds and things like that. Are they actually really testing the soil to make sure that they can adjust our program to make it work with specifically our grass? Probably not.
I mean, they probably have like generic filters that all that stuff goes through, I would assume. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
Like maybe they don't analyze every single part. Puppy that made an appearance. They don't analyze every single particle in our soil. They just pull out general information from it, and then they adjust things based on that. I would definitely say that our lawn has more of an acidic base to it because of the animals.
Oh, for sure.
But
our front yard is doing very well, though.
Yeah, so it's good. It's got to be, part of it has to be the dogs. Anyways,
I can see that. I don't know. Time will tell. We started doing that program, kind of late summer, so it seemed like it was a little late in the year to even really get a good result out of it. So maybe it was just timing. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe if we decide that we're going to do it again next year, then maybe it'll work. It was recommended to us that we try doing a different kind of grass. So primarily down here, there's centipede grass, and houses and stuff like that. And I don't remember what she said. She called that St. Augustine. Is that what she called it?
Don't ask me why I even remember that.
Praise Jesus. I don't know. Anyway, what else is going on? Halloween's coming up.
Halloween is coming up today. Oh, today is October 18th, 2020.
I don't know what that means. Oh,
I
got you.
Announcing the date. I didn't do that before.
Well, you're right.
If it matters.
Episodes, we work out the bugs.
Yeah.
Lose all of our funding, things like that. That's how it usually goes, right?
Yeah, totally.
Episodes and stuff.
Guess you have to have funding though for it to fall through.
We put what, $64 into the microphone. So
yep, that's true.
We
did do that. We had to buy a cord, an adapter cord.
Yeah, you're right. We're self-funded. Go us.
So far.
Anyway, so Halloween's coming up. Eli and Kirsten decorated their house.
We didn't do anything
Wow.
for fall decorations or Halloween decorations.
I like to think that I hope that she's moving forward with my idea on the blood splatter.
I guess we'll find out.
Kirsten,
this is your test. If you're watching this, comment and say blood spatter. Then we'll know you watched.
Yeah. That's how we'll know. That's it. That's the one.
Yeah.
And if you don't comment that, then you owe us Grubhub dinner.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You missed out. Anyway, we should have them on.
Yeah. Episode 1, we're gonna be talking about having guests because we don't even know what to talk about. Yeah. So, but yeah, going back to Halloween, I'm super excited to finally get to pass out candy again.
Trick or treaters.
You know, with the pandemic and everything going on, I feel like there's you had a really good idea. Was it this morning or yesterday that you told me about putting all of the candy in Ziploc bags and just passing out the bags rather than having a bowl where a bunch of different kids are just reaching in, or rather than leaving it outside and letting people pick, like just come by and pick a piece or whatever. We tried that one year when we were in Michigan, letting people just kind of take their own candy. And we had some high schoolers come through and they
took it all.
Just about. All of our windows were open. Okay. All the windows were open. I'm sitting in the living room watching TV and I have a glass of wine because it was that time of year and I always had a glass of wine.
That time of year? What's that time of year?
It was
you having a glass of wine?
I just mean because my booze preferences change seasonally. Usually in the fall and winter, I drink more wine than anything else. And in the spring and summer, I drink more beer than anything else. But anyways, yes.
Take note, future kids.
I like alcohol. So anyways, these kids, Jesse didn't really feel like helping me pass out candy. So he said, why don't you just set it outside, take a break, just set it outside, let people come up and pick a piece of candy and then move on to the next house. So I thought, okay. So I did that. Windows are open and watching TV. I hear some high schooler kids coming up or young teen kids. And I hear one kid go, watch this. And I was like, do they not know that my windows are open? What are they about to do? Are they going to scare me? Are they going to steal all the candy? Those were the two things that popped into my head. So I didn't hear anybody knock on the door, say trick or treat. I just heard kids laughing and candy shuffling. So I thought, okay, I better go see what's going on. And I open the front door and the kid panics. He just stops, he freezes and he stares at me for like 2 seconds and then he drops it and then he runs. And then one of his other buddies that was with him immediately felt guilty. I don't know if it was because they got caught or because he didn't support the idea from the beginning. But he just starts picking pieces of candy up off the ground and putting them back in the bowl. And he like sets it back on the step. And he's like, I'm sorry. And then he.
Well, at least he didn't say smell my feet and run away.
Yeah.
Trick or treat, smell my feet.
He could have done that and he didn't. So I appreciate it.
He didn't do that.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to passing out candy.
You know what I'm looking forward to?
What?
I'm looking forward to Maven Zane coming down.
Oh, I thought you were going to say eating the leftover candy.
Next week?
But yes.
Is that next week?
We have visitors next week.
Yeah. Shout out to Maven Zane. They're probably going to be part of podcast number 2.
Oh, that would be so cool if we could talk them into that.
Yeah.
I feel like Maeve would be a natural.
Maybe.
I really do.
That would be a lot of fun.
I feel like Zane, first of all, love you, Zane. But if you have your phone out on our podcast, I will kill you.
It's a murder.
I probably shouldn't say that.
Cold-blooded. Shout out to the Crips because she's one.
What?
Gang affiliations don't do that.
Wow, this is going so well so far. Oh my gosh, I hope we can bleep things out.
Beep, beep. So anyway, yes, Maven Zane coming down next week. That'll be a lot of fun. Unfortunately, we don't have any time left for the rest of the year to take off work, so we can't do that.
I have one vacation day, so I get one day with them, one like full work day with them. I think they'll still be here the following Saturday, though. I don't think they're gonna leave until Sunday. I don't remember.
I hope that's the case because, like I said, it's going to
Yeah.
be kind of a bummer to only have nights with
Yeah.
them. As much as I know Maeve said that she's okay with them taking their time during the day to explore and check things out and stuff like that. And that's fine. That's cool. I'm fine with that. But if you want to, I feel bad because if they come down to visit us, we don't get to spend that kind of time with them.
Well, if you recall, most of the time that Maeve and Zane would visit us in Portage, we wouldn't go anywhere and do anything most of the time. We would just sit at home and watch movies and hang out together. And I think that was the type of quality time that they prefer. I mean, I don't think they have a problem with going out and doing things at all, but I think that they just, they are perfectly fine with just hanging out in the living room.
And that's totally fine too. I'm
watching
totally good
movies
with that.
together.
The only drawback, like I was telling you, is that it is during the work week. So when we get home from work, our normal routine is basically come home, eat dinner, hang out for a little bit, whether it's watching TV or playing games with our friends, and then we go to bed.
Yep.
So
we're usually in bed by 9:30.
Yeah.
On the weekdays.
Because we are lame.
Well, we also get up early. You have a better routine than I do. I'm still not into it yet, but you get up every morning at 4:30.
It depends.
Between 4 and 4:30.
Yeah, between 4 and 4:30.
I was doing between 4:30 and 4:45, and sometimes I was getting up before you because I was feeding the dogs for a while in the morning.
I think that's because I wasn't getting up until about 5 o'clock.
Oh, I've been pushing back to like 5 or 5:30, finally getting out of bed. So just got to get a better routine established there. But
so yeah, we've got maybe coming next week, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
next Thanksgiving,
I'm pumped as well.
More visitors.
My brother Jeremiah, Megan, my sister-in-law, and one of my nieces, Sophia, one of our nieces.
Our niece.
You are family now.
We're married.
Yeah. Whatever that means.
Yeah, I was saying we're married, so yeah, we're all family.
Yeah, we love each other. It's because I love you. Mm-hmm. Anyway, yeah, they're coming down for Thanksgiving, which is super cool. I actually have just reached out to everybody and said, hey, we'd love to have you guys down. I actually didn't even expect anybody to take the offer.
We're hoping,
so
I didn't expect it. Yeah,
I'm very excited for that and very thankful because it's been too long since we've seen any of our family.
Yes. And I'm also excited to make Thanksgiving dinner again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'd be ready to take on a full, huge family dinner, but like that we did last year, just the two of us, was amazing. It really was amazing. And I'm glad we took pictures of everything because that also really helped preserve the memory because that was our first time making Thanksgiving dinner together.
Yep. And you know what the result of that was?
What?
Almost everybody made fun of my armpit hair.
Because you were wearing a tank top and you were cutting the turkey and you could see your armpit hair.
Yeah.
Dang.
Maybe I should just shave my armpit hair this year. That way I don't get made fun of.
Or I could braid it and then people would just make fun of it, but you would be making fun of it too.
That's true. I would make fun of it.
I would braid it
a lot. I wouldn't do
that. That may sound disgusting, but I would braid it.
I would never let you do that.
Because you literally have the cleanest armpits in the world. I think maybe only literally a handful of times in our relationship have your armpits ever stunk. And it's because you were doing heavy, heavy labor.
I don't like talking about my armpits anymore.
Okay, I'm sorry. You just don't smell bad. You don't smell bad.
I always smell
I
good.
do. My feet stink, everything. I have all of it, so you don't have to carry that weight.
Well, hopefully our kids take after me and not you on that.
Yes. Hopefully you for most of it. The metabolism, but maybe a little bit of my creativity.
Yeah, because
That'd
I'm
be
not
cool.
creative at all.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm
That's not
I'm
what-
saying
okay.
I'm not.
I was like, that's not what I meant.
No, I'm saying I'm not. You are the creative one. I don't. My creativity level is minimal.
But when you do get creative, it's usually dope as heck.
That's true.
It's usually really cool.
I can come out with some pretty good ideas from time to time.
That's why you aren't creative all the time. You're reserved creative.
It just takes a little bit of time. It just needs to stew inside there a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. Creativity's got to stew.
Yeah. Can't just spit that stuff out. It's like wildfire. Speaking of wildfires,
Yes. That's another thing.
lots of wildfires going on right now out west.
Near our friends, Eli and Kirsten, and their Kirsten's parents.
Yeah. Hopefully they're doing all doing well.
I think they were both carting stuff from Kirsten's parents' house the other day over to
Yeah.
Eli and
Yep.
Kirsten's so that
Eli
way they
said
could
that last night.
hang on to it for them. So hopefully that was for no reason. You know what I mean? Like hopefully they find out later that they didn't have to do that, because it would be better to realize that and have to cart stuff back to the house than
to lose it in a fire.
than wish you had. So
Absolutely.
hopefully that doesn't happen though.
But in all honesty, hopefully all of these wildfires get under control, because it's pretty crazy out there. Actually, Steve, my buddy Steve, you remember Steve Money, Jeremiah's friend?
Mhm.
He posted a picture on Facebook the other day, and he lives in Colorado as well.
Mhm.
And the picture was just of the sky, and you could tell the difference between like a cloud that was in the sky and then the smoke coming across the sky. It was pretty incredible. But, yeah, thinking of them guys. Hopefully everything is well and it doesn't get too much worse for you guys.
Yep, absolutely. Same. Agree.
Agree, disagree.
Support.
Sport.
All the support.
Sport.
So, new topic. Sorry, my brain just got excited there. I wanted to talk about our current grocery store that we go to because it's cool.
Lowe's?
It's called Lowe's Foods. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I know you know. So, the one thing that's really cool about this grocery store is that you can drink alcohol while you shop. I feel like this is a good thing to put in there because we don't know, like somebody could be watching this 5, 10, 20, 30 years from now and go, what? That wasn't a thing? Or they could go, what? That was a thing?
Or nobody will watch this.
Yep.
And we've just been talking to ourselves. Hopefully that's not the case though.
So yes, this grocery store, they have beer and wine, champagne, they do smoothies, they do coffee, they have this whole bar that's set up there, and they have a few different people that'll work in there. Usually it's like one person at a time. Barista-ing or bartending. I don't know what barista-ing. No. Anyways, but yeah, there's been a few cool people there. We've met some almost friends. I like to call them, because they complimented Jesse's hair one time. Showed off for us. Side view. He's got a man bun. 2020. The year is 2020. And my husband Jesse Novicito has a man bun.
Wow. Thanks for that introduction. That marvelous introduction.
So anyways, yeah, they were a cool couple that we met. I don't think we got their names. He just said, hey dude, I really like your hair, kind of thing. And we were like, oh yeah, thanks. You know.
But apparently they're your best friends now.
And
but they don't know that.
Was it was it the following week or 2 weeks later that we saw them again?
It was the following week.
Following week, we're loading up our car with groceries and somebody's yelling across the parking lot. Jesse's returning the cart. And he's like, oh, hey, how's it going? You know? And I didn't realize what was going on until Jesse got back to the car. But I was like, we should go back in there and talk to them. We should get their numbers and exchange information. And he's like, that's weird. And I was like, Why is that weird? Isn't that how people used to meet?
Oh yeah.
That's how people used to meet.
But
Now,
I don't think that people used to meet by chasing somebody into a grocery store after they had already gone grocery shopping.
okay, well, it may have seemed a little crazy, but once we became friends, it wouldn't have been crazy. It would have been a funny story.
I didn't see you running into the grocery store.
Because it was too late. That's what I'm saying. If you would have just walked over to them and struck up a conversation.
When have I ever been known to strike up a conversation?
Okay, if you would have been at the cart return and looked at me and said, Dave, come here, let's go say hi, we could have together walked towards them and they could have made eye contact and said, okay, they're walking towards us, they're going to engage conversation.
Do you remember back in Michigan that that couple that approached us
at the grocery store?
At Meyer,
yeah.
And they said, hey, I don't even remember what happened.
They were asking our opinion on this, like, what boozy water, but it wasn't like a brand or something. It was it Smirnoff that was making a
it's right.
But it was like it had alcohol, but it was like water.
Yeah. In any case, they approached us, they asked us our opinion of this part or this drink, and somehow or another Bailey and this woman ended up exchanging phone numbers, and
Snapchats.
Her husband was talking to me, and I'm not a social butterfly like you are. I'm reserved when it comes to meeting new people. I prefer to hang out with my group of friends and not meet new people, but that's just me. I don't care about that.
You did feel weird afterwards. You're like, where did that come from? Or how did that happen?
It's just weird because they were like, yeah, we should get together sometime. And I'm like, I don't know you.
It's so funny because that's probably how people used to meet. I can't say it for certain because I don't know for sure,
I don't
but
doubt it.
How else did people meet other than being neighbors, at work, or out in public?
No, you're absolutely right.
At the restaurant, at a bar, at the grocery store.
I think people still meet that way. I think it just
seems weird now because normally you meet people through work or online. Sometimes you meet people out in public, but
yeah.
I can't say that I have created many long-lasting relationships just by meeting a random person in public. I'm trying to think. I'm sure I might have a couple of people that I've met randomly in public, but as far as my closer group of friends go, it's limited.
How did you meet some of your friends? How did you meet Jess?
Jessica, I met through my college boyfriend, who I met in class.
See?
I met my college boyfriend in my English class, and he and his best friend would hang out all the time, and then he would have me go. He was like, hey, let's go on this double date with my best friend and his girlfriend. And that's how I met Jessica.
Jessica was his girlfriend?
The best friend's girlfriend, yes. Not my boyfriend's girlfriend.
Right, that would be awkward.
Yes. Actually, the day that I met Jessica was the day that my grandpa passed away. My dad's dad.
Oh, your dad's dad.
Yes. Yep. And
technical difficulties, please hold.
I knew it. Something had to happen. I knew it.
You went to the movies.
Okay, we went to the movie. Oh, well, me and my ex-boyfriend or boyfriend at the time, we were in my apartment, and when I got the phone call from my dad that my grandpa had passed away, and I was like, okay, I will cancel my plans and come there. And he said, there's nothing you can do. There's no point driving, when you're emotional, we'll have time for all family to get together. Right now, it's not really the time to come over. I know you want to, but it's not the right time.
Sure.
So, my boyfriend was just like, we can cancel if you want to, we don't have to go. And I was like, you know what? I'm either going to sit at home in my bedroom and mourn, or I can distract myself for a little bit, go out and keep myself from just being over emotional or just emotional
Sure.
you know, in my bedroom, and I can try to just distract my mind for a little bit. So that's what I wanted to do. And we went to the movies and met Jessica, and I don't even remember his name anymore. Like started with a G or something.
It was probably Chad or Kyle.
It wasn't Chad or Kyle.
Had to have been Greg.
I have had a couple of boyfriends named Kyle though.
That sucks.
Yeah. Anyways,
That's unfortunate for you.
she texted me after the movie and she said, Jordan gave me your number. I hope it's okay. You know, I know that we don't know each other, but I'm here for you if you want to talk. If you want to talk about what happened or if you just want to take your mind off of it. And that was the start of our friendship.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good. I happen to notice over on the windowsill over there that our viewers can't see is a blue toy. One of the dog's toys.
Oh my. I'm thinking that was your dog. I
think
don't
Aaron,
think
so
that,
I threw the toy out from off the porch
uh-huh.
and I threw it at Erin and she took it and I think she walked over there and was looking out the window
and then
with
just
it in her mouth and she just dropped it.
dropped. No, someone forgot that she had a toy in her mouth.
With a chuckle at it.
I don't think that's something that my dog would do, that Zoe would do. Speaking of the animals, we could talk about them,
What about it?
who they are, and how long we've known them for. Just kidding. We have 3 pets. We have 3 animals. We have 2 dogs and a cat. The 2 dogs are female, and the cat is a male. He's a boy. His name is Echo. We've had him the least amount of time. He's the youngest of the family.
2 years.
Yep, he'll be
On Christmas. On Christmas.
he'll be 3.
2.
No, he'll be 3 because we had him a year before we moved. Nope, not a year. We got him our last Christmas before we moved. So
that was
what? Yes, 2. He will be 2. You were right. You were right.
Don't even ask me how old the dogs are because I forgot.
Oh wait, he is 2. We figured out that his birthday was. Oh no, September. Yes, he's 2. Okay, sorry. And then his name is Echo. I don't know if I already said that.
You did.
He's very feisty. He doesn't really like a lot of attention, unless it's his idea, which is really common for cats. But I wanted a cat that just wanted to be lazy and like cuddle like all the time.
Like Chelsea's cat?
Yeah, like my sister Chelsea just got a new kitten, and it seems that cat just wants love and attention all the time, which I'm very jealous of. Like all the time.
That's a good cat. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned.
Oh yeah, they were gonna name her Cucumber.
Yeah, don't
just putting that out
ever do that. Don't. Anyway.
But they named her
Momo.
Momo.
Like the creepy face thing that was prowling the internet for a little while. Did you never see the Momo?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
In case you're wondering, just Google Momo. You'll see.
Okay, I might have to do that soon.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll do it right now. Let's do that right now.
Don't have to do it right now.
I want to show you.
Okay, I'll talk about the other animals then. Jesse's dog, her name is Erin. She is 6, 5.
See? Momo.
Ew, no, I'm good. Dude,
Momo
that looks
face.
even creepier on there. Don't do that.
It was like some weird thing that was going around on the internet. Apparently, I don't know what the deal was. I saw an article about Momo was like a YouTube video thing, and she was talking kids into doing thing that they shouldn't have been doing.
No, I don't think that's where they came up with that.
I doubt it. I know that, but I'm saying that's when they first said Momo, that's what popped into my head at first.
Okay. So, your dog, how old is she?
I told you not to ask me because I have no idea how old she is.
She's 5 or 6 or 7. I think she's 6.
She's definitely not 7.
I love how we always talk about this and we figure it out. We come to the final conclusion. Then we always forget. Same with my dog. It's either she's 10 or 11. But she will be
She's going
11
to be 11.
in January.
Yes, we did get that.
So my dog's name is Zoe. I got her when I was in college. Yep. And if she didn't have white on her face, you probably wouldn't know that she was as old as she is. She's a very young spirit.
She is.
And Erin she just wants love and attention all the time. She will cuddle with you nonstop. She will lay right on top of you, and she will make sure that you continue to pet her.
This is true. She does love cuddles, and I love cuddling with her.
Yeah.
She's my best friend. Other than this one, right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Yep.
What did we decide we were doing for dinner tonight?
I'm making the chicken fajita bake thing.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, gonna try it out. Be the first time making it. It's like you get those Knorr rice sides. So we got Spanish rice. So that'll be like the bed that you serve the chicken on top of. But and you don't even have to do that. It's just an added thing if you want like a filler or more to the dish.
And then on top is just the
But the main
chicken
part of the dish is just chicken, and you mix cream cheese with fajita seasoning and salsa, just those three, and you lather that on top of the chicken, and then you put you cut up some bell peppers, throw those on top it off with cheese, and you bake it. And when that's done, then you can put it on top. You can serve it on top of the rice or serve it with rice. And
oh, that sounds pretty good. I'm excited.
I'm excited to eat it. Yeah. So
should be good.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course video games.
Always video games. We like to video game.
Yeah, we do.
I used to get irritated because, like, even though you didn't do them that often, I would get irritated because I would want you to spend time with me instead of time for video games. And then I thought, you know what? I used to play video games a little bit, like in high school. I used to play them a little bit, because I had a brother and my dad liked to play them too. So, or have a brother. Yeah. Have a brother.
She had
have a brother.
A brother. Now he's married.
And he just visited too. Anyway, so I got into a little bit of the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 when that came out. Was kind of when I started playing a little bit more video games, and then I just kind of grew out of it, I guess. But then, after trying to fight him so long to spend more time with me, even though we spend plenty of time together.
Now I can't get away from it.
Yeah, no, we can't get
because
away from
now
it.
we spend time playing games.
That's the neighbor's car.
That would be the neighbor's car.
You heard that. I'm sure you did. Yeah, that would be the neighbor's car.
They are very kind people.
Clearly.
What were we touching on?
We were talking about dinner.
Yes.
Hey kids, if you're watching, this is how my mind works all the time. We were talking.
No, I was actually just thinking to myself that maybe we wrap this one up short, being the pilot episode, and
video games. That's what we were talking about.
Well, yeah, and because it's going on, it's getting a little later, and we're gonna want to start dinner and start winding down for bed and things like that. So,
yeah.
What do you think?
We can do that. We can hopefully make dinner rather quickly. That way we can spend some time on Call of Duty.
Yeah. All right. Well, that sounds good.
So thank you for watching if you did. If not, sucks to be you because you missed out on
this is true.
All of this.
Yeah, pilot episode of
in
just
the book,
us.
So just us and sometimes other people.
Thanks, guys, for tuning in.